So hey guys, today's a new video, and really I'm just gonna be testing out what do you call it, overclocking, really. So if you're curious about that, then stick around for the video, I suppose, or just try to skip ahead a little bit, and you're just gonna hit the Q&A if that's what you're really interested in. I might as well also do a Danzo showcase. I do have his item all the way up to tier 4 now. Um, it just took me a little bit because since I was lagging it with the mines, I wasn't really getting enough rare ore to, upgrade the item. So this is item 11 shotgun gun tier 4. As you can see, level 104, 158k stamina, 103k extra HP to Danzo, and he also gets a skill called Inazagi, which is kind of like it just kind of provides a shield for you, basically. So yeah, this is my Danzo. So as you can see here, I do have the Kotomatsukami Danzo. I do have the skill, which is the reverse four symbol sealing style one style. He's not particularly powerful, honestly. These are his bloodlines. They are the Taijutsu, the Genjutsu, the Wind Release, the Wolf Sharingan, the Mangekyo Sharingan Shisui, and the Wood Release. Now, the Mangekyo Sharingan Shisui, as far as I know, you only get it at Diamond, although I will say this, the Mangekyo Sharingan Shisui allows you to use Kotomatsukami Shisui, which is actually a very, very good skill to have. While Danzo is not inclined towards Genjutsu attack, the benefits of using this actually, it does give you a lot of bonuses. As you can see, it gives you damage. You do a skill that attacks the card in front of you. It gives you dodge. It gives you 83k HP. It gives you Genjutsu attack. So it has a lot going for it. It also gives you immunity, chaos, restraint, silence, and all of that good stuff. Now, the reverse four symbol sealing style sealing one style. I can't really say much about this one really because it doesn't do that much. So this is the skill that he comes with when he gets to his final form. It's called the four symbol seal. It causes ninjutsu damage to all enemies and has a chance to silence all enemies at the cost of the user's life. So it does exactly what it says basically. So we're gonna go to no, not Itachi's. We're gonna go to Almighty Push. Now, obviously, he doesn't have his, what's it called? Damn, what is it called? Okay, so that's interesting. So, see, most of the time it says, well, Danzo's gonna die. That's the thing, though. Danzo didn't die. He silenced the entire enemy team, and he took a lot of damage, more or less one third of his HP, but he didn't die. So it seems to me that those bleeds are really just while they do damage, while they do damage to Danzo, it's not a one hit KO. It doesn't have to kill him. Um, it just takes a very large amount of HP. Now, as you can see, I have 1.1 million worth of HP on Danzo. And give me a second, I'm gonna sneeze. Somebody's remembering me. So yeah, that's it's interesting to see because it's more of an HP thing than anything really having to do with killing Danzo. So let's see, 105 minus shit. 105 minus 11. One more second. Wow. I'm sorry about that. So let's see, all powerful scroll, seal stone, ninja dock park. Here we go, times 60. I need 94, I believe. Exchanged. I'm gonna upgrade that very quickly all the way up to level 105. I mean, it's not particularly useful to me to do so, but it should be interesting to see nonetheless. So we're gonna go up here, and we're gonna go over here. And I think I'm gonna have to upgrade this up to level 104 also. So yeah, this should be interesting to see his one style sealing. So I'm gonna be actually after this, I'm gonna be doing the what's it called? The I'm not showcasing the overclocking testing for Hanzo because I think somebody repeatedly asked about him in the last two videos, so I'm gonna go ahead and check that out. And we're gonna keep on doing this. I know this is a very frivolous spending of rare ore, but I don't want to recharge anytime soon. So I'm just kind of relying on rare ore for any extra supplies that I may need. And 94, that should be just about it. Perfect. Let's see. So we have Danzo, yada yada. So damage 5.4. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and equip a Curse Seal of Wrath to Danzo. And we're gonna see how this works, how it goes. Now keep in mind, once again, this is just his item on him. It releases a skill called Inazagi. It blocks an active or unique skill for one time. And it increases his HP by 103k extra. So basically, just from this item, he gets around 200 and excuse me, 262k worth of stamina or HP, whatever you want to call it. Once again, the Gotomatsukami, it's useful. It makes him immune to a lot of stuff, and it does a little extra damage. So we're gonna go ahead and try to do Almighty Push, this time with his other skill, his skill that comes from his diamond. And as you can see, the bleed is very small, actually. It's only a 2%? Not even 2%, like what? It's very little, essentially. So it doesn't look like it does much, this actual skill. I haven't seen anybody be sealed. Or stunned or anything like that for that matter. Nobody's been stunned, nobody's been sealed, everybody's just been kind of taking a little bit of damage and that's it. So like I said, it doesn't look like it does anything actually. A very small amount of damage also. It still does bleeds, but it doesn't look like it seals. Like I said, it doesn't look like it stops the enemy from moving. These cards don't have any passives, so I mean, it's just not possible for that. The Kotomatsukami, that's the actual the passive doing that little genjutsu thing, which means it's chaosed or confused. So yeah, this doesn't seem to be doing a lot, honestly. Admittedly, it's still a decent amount of damage, I suppose, and it's not like as though Danzo's dying. But either way, it's doesn't seem particularly useful. Yeah, I mean, Danzo kind of looks cool, honestly, with this skin. And the skill, the Kotomatsukami, it's definitely useful, especially if you don't have Shisui. But doesn't he doesn't look particularly useful, honestly. And he only has one item, so it's like, hey, it's even less. So yeah, I mean that's really about it for Danzo. So now we're gonna go ahead and test out overclocking. So quite a few asked about Hanzo. I mean, whether he can overclock or not. Hanzo's a very special card, simply because he can do a lot of damage. As you can see, he has Poisonous Body, he has Exploding Flame Tag. It looks like he was made for ninjutsu damage. Now, here's the thing, he's useful, but he's truly useful when he has a Kusarigama, and you'll see why in a second. So, keep in mind, it's a lot like, what's his name, a lot like, so you can see one flash 800k, 1.7 million and such. What the one flash does is it does damage with your ninjutsu attack, and as you can see, he's dealing a lot of damage. So I mean, he doesn't have a lot of ninjutsu attack at the moment, as I can obviously tell. He only has 484k ninjutsu attack. Now, since this skill, the Kusarigama is based on this Kusarigama skill is based on ninjutsu attack. Technically that means that it can overclock if you can set it up right now, as you can see here. No, wrong Orochimaru actually. So we're gonna go to, where is he? All the way to the back, and we're gonna do that Orochimaru. So we're gonna go all the way over here. So obviously, as you can see, 700k. Gonna go ahead and do that. Hopefully he can. Okay, there you go. See, 3.4 million worth of damage. Because of his thingamabob, his one flash, and once again, 2.9 million worth of damage. The debuffs are based on ninjutsu attacks, so you know that's a lot of damage. The exploding flame tag. I mean, it's a nice skill to have, I suppose, but at the same time, it's kind of like a mess skill. In all honesty. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put them like this. Let's see how this goes. Maybe it changes a little bit, maybe it doesn't change anything, but you know, it's interesting nonetheless to see if it does anything. So he branches technique. So there you go. Gray Curseal obviously does a little bit of damage. Very small amount of damage. 600k instead of what would normally be 800k. 1 million, I think that is. 1.5 million. Okay, 1.2 million. 0.2 million. 2.9 million. And yeah, so I mean, that's there. That's nice. Wow, they actually won. That's interesting. So now we go ahead and put in Hashirama. Now my Hashirama is currently overpowered, so I'm gonna go ahead and take off quite a few of his items. In fact, most of it. Whoa. Oh, Jonin armor. Wow. It got all excited. I was like, oh my god, there's gonna be a tier 4 Hashirama item. Or, you know, a very nice tier 5 item. But nope, it's just a tease. Why you gotta tease me, bruh? Let's see, we need hit, so we're gonna put that in there. Hero, and we're gonna go to Death of Sasuke. So World of Trees does 1 million damage, 700k worth of damage, and 2 million worth of damage. Keep in mind that before at criticals, it did 9, not 9. It did, what do you call it? How much did it do? 9 million? No. Please excuse me. I'm ironically enough, or not ironically enough, I'm rather tired. But as I was saying, it's dealing damage? No. What was I saying? My god, I just forgot what the hell I was saying. Um Critical maybe. But yeah, it's dealing a decent amount of damage nonetheless. 2 million. And that's actually one of the nicer things about Hanzo. If you get to a certain point, uh, it kills the enemy instantly as long as it has under 20% HP. Now, this only works in the heroic dungeons and the normal dungeons. It doesn't actually work in the other dungeon, which would be the, what's it called? The, not the heroic dungeon, what's it called? Um, I know this. It doesn't work in the heroic it doesn't work in the Tailed Beast dungeons and the Ninja World War. There we go. That's what I was trying to spit out. But yeah, it looks like Danzo's dealing quite a bit of damage. Hanzo, I mean, not Danzo. Let's see if he can overclock then. So we're gonna go to Sakura. Now Sakura is obviously gonna heal up until like she can't possibly heal anymore. So I mean, it may be that Hanzo can overclock. It's just that A, it could be the formation, and B, it could just be that Hanzo doesn't have that much HP or that much ninjutsu attack or enough damage. Oh, okay, he does overclock. Replay. So let's see, how does this go? So it looks like to overclock Hanzo, you need to have Orochimaru go first, rather than have that happen. So let's see how this goes. So he's dealing a decent amount of damage. So it looks like to overclock Hanzo, you may need to have him in the front. Uh, no, not in the front, just before Orochimaru. So the damage looks nice, but let's see how were they able to beat it? Because I mean, there's a very, very, actually, very real possibility that it's Hashirama who is the one who uh what do you call it? Who overclocks instead of what's his name? Hanzo. And that could be potentially dangerous. But I mean, if he can overclock, I may be interested in putting him in the Ninja World War, simply because Hanzo does a lot of debuffs, like a lot of debuff damage. So I mean, it'd be interesting just to see how that goes. But I mean, they're chipping away at the health, but how is it that they were able to win then? Because I mean, obviously Hanzo's doing a lot more damage, but at the same time, it doesn't look like he's dealing enough. It doesn't look like he's dealing enough damage to actually warrant being able to kill Sakura during this round at the very least. Sorry if my voice keeps on like slowly cracking or slowly going away. It's mostly because today I was at work essentially by myself, and I mean I was just singing to myself for a good half hour, so hour or two without nonstop. So I mean my voice is just really tired. I know it's a stupid reason, but either way, how did they beat it then? Okay, I see how. Yeah, he's gonna die. She's gonna die because of the okay. So he can't overclock, but he can do a lot more damage. He I mean, it's nice to have Hanzo like that, but I mean, he can't overclock as far as I can tell. But so yeah, I think that's about it for this video. Not much else to it. I'm gonna go ahead and do the daily Q&A very quickly. Hopefully, kind of not skim through it, but just lightning round it, I guess, because I am a little bit tired. You heard me yawning. It's getting a little hard to keep my eyes open. It's not like anything truly serious, but it'd be nice if I could go to sleep rather quickly. So yeah, let's see Q&A. Pause that, bitch. I mean, pause it. Can Hanzo help me beat 19-11? Probably. He's actually rather good for DPS, as you just saw. Hey Luis, how much would it cost to gold, or in cash, or both, to get Kakashi and my guy from nothing to final form? 2 gold. And I'm hoping you can base these equations off of previous events, or if you have any links to any previous videos with you saying how. Sorry I couldn't find any events on the notice to work it out. Panda Players is actually quite right here. So here's the thing, Maddie. When it comes to events for Mike Guy, as far as I can tell, he usually is around a good $400 if you're just gonna buy him. Although keep in mind there is this stipulation, you will still have to spend gold just to get him all the way up to diamond. Even if you buy him, uh, you pay $100 each day throughout his event. Even if you do that, the thing is that while that's nice and all, you bought a lot of his cards. The thing is that to train him up, you need Daytime Tiger, you need Elephant Evening Guy, and to do that, you need a lot of nunchucks, a lot of nunchucks. So the thing about that is that my guy, when he gets from Elephant Evening Elephant to Noctid, he needs 2 Evening Elephants. No, not to create one Evening Elephant. You need 2 Daytime Tigers, which is what they usually give out as a reward for recharging. So Daytime Tigers to get from Daytime Tiger all the way up to Noctid, you more or less, quite honestly, need a good six nunchucks. Now, recharging $100 usually provides you with six nunchucks. The problem is that even at its best, 4 days and a 4 day event, that means you only get 24 nunchucks out of, as once again, if you're starting out from zero, out of essentially, let's see, 6 times 7, how much is that? 42. So you get, what is it? 4 times 4. I mean, 4 times 6, that's 24. So you get 24 nunchucks out of recharging, more or less. Maybe a couple of more, like 10 more. Let's be generous here and say 30 nunchucks out of recharging. Which, trust me, I'm being very, very generous when it comes to that number. You need 30 nunchucks, and then you still need to get those nunchucks somehow to train up your guys up to Noctid. So I mean, it's usually, I think my guy's gonna run you around $400 and possibly anywhere from 30k gold up to 10k gold in cost for both of them at the same time if you're gonna start from nil, as in zero. Now, Kakashi's a very special case. Not only because it's a bitch to get him to diamond, I mean to gold, but because his events change, and the problem with that being is that to get to Commander Kakashi, you basically need to train up Commander Kakashi to Suza Kakashi, which is the final form, as you probably already know. To train up Kakashi up to Suza, you need a reoccurring Obito, which is essentially the second to last final form of Obito, the penultimate form of Obito. Now, if this were any other card, this would not be a problem. The reason it's such a problem here is because to create a fucking Rinnegan, reoccurring Obito, I think we all know that the grind is fucking real. Like, I don't cuss normally, but I'm making an exception and cussing for Obito because yeah, that the grind for Obito is real. And the thing is that most events, as far as I've ever been able to see or look at it, you usually have to pay $100 per reoccurring Obito. Now you need 7 reoccurring Obitos, so that's essentially $400 just right off the bat. If you're starting out from scratch. Now, admittedly, they usually do have a 10k reward for another reoccurring Obito. So I mean, technically, I suppose what you can do is recharge 10k for 3 days, and then on the last day just recharge 5k. But once again, you would still need to get those last 3 Commander Kakashis. So I'd say for Kakashi, just to buy him, I'd say you're gonna be looking into a good 400, no, possibly 600, maybe high, maybe low 800s, $800. If you go all out with the recharging. If you don't go all out with the recharging, possibly 6k worth of stamina to grind out the last of either Kakashi or Obito. So I mean, yeah, it's a little hard for Obito, and I mean for Kakashi to, yeah, estimate how much you need to pay for him or how much. But if you want, like, just shoot me a message during a Obito or slash Kakashi event or a Kakashi event, and I'll try to work out how much it would cost you specifically. Hi Luis, thanks for helping with 19-6. Now I need 19-11. Battle with Silver Danzo. The same cards: Sage Naruto, Sage Kabuto, Sage Sasuke Akatsuki, Slug Sakura. Wow, please excuse me. Bronze Hinata, Obito Blast Dance, please help. And again, thanks, appreciate his help. Also, work your vids. Oh, I appreciate your help and work of your vids. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Vivek says it nicely. I would recommend adding on to what Vivek says. Put Sage Kabuto first and then Hinata at the end. I would recommend to, when you put Hinata in, I would recommend to put a Curse Seal of Wrath level 3 and for Kabuto Curse Seal of Wrath level 5. That way they can, if you're lucky enough, they can continuously seal Danzo. What you would only really have to worry about is Taijutsu attack. But if you have a card like Tsunade, you more than likely are able to heal over that. Another strategy would just to be to put in a recurrent Eye Obito with the Kamui and the Shida Tensei active skill. And with enough chakra recovery, you're gonna stun lock Danzo. Danzo. So, that's just really my recommendation. Hey, Luis, I need help with my Ninja World War team. I only get to wave 44 with base Hashi, no skin, bronze Kakashi, silver Oro, tier 4, ring, Chojiro diamond skin, Sasuke gold, and base Obito Shira Tensei, yin and yang. Basically, how my team works is Hashi releases, gives his boost, Kakashi stuns from row, Oro releases his crucial marks, Chojiro stuns back row, Sasuke is my damage. Sorry, that switched on me. And I'm trying to get at any alternatives for now. But we both know you know who the hell is Hashi. Um, let's see. My recommendation would be work on getting Kakashi and Obito Gold. Really, it's best for that. But alternatives would be to put in the Tsukiyomi's active skill on Sasuke. Shida Tensei on Obito. Really, who should I save up gold and recharge for, Guy or Hashi? Hashi costs a good $1,000, so you may be looking into that. But my Guy is more or less $400, but a lot more gold in price. So yeah, it's kind of I'd recommend Hashirama. He's a little more useful, although for DPS, my Guy is very strong, especially if you don't have Hashirama to overclock. But yeah. Would you consider fighting the top 10 in the arena for a video only for these events so that you can make videos for IDK? Just think it's a good idea. Um, yeah, that's kind of true with Bavik. The only one that really gives me a challenge is Obito, and even then our battles last about a minute at the most, possibly minute 30 seconds. But I'll do that next time, don't worry. Is it worth farming out Hanzo? Yeah, he's good. Also how to beat 23-12. Maddie covers it really well. Since reading, do you want to see it, as it's really easy to get a team which is free in case anyone else in the future you decide to make a video based on how to beat that dungeon? Sure. I'll try to form one that's free to play. Don't worry, Maddie. How do you beat 21-10? Itachi keeps stunlocking me, then Nagato destroys me. I can't stun or steal Itachi. Really the best way to take down Itachi is A, just obliterate him with as much ninjutsu attack as possible, or B, confuse Nagato. Nagato will fucking destroy Itachi. Here, let me show you. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Change the fucking formation. Take off. I'm gonna actually take off the Curse of Wrath off of what's his face? Thingamabob over here. Change that. Change that. Obviously I'm using Shisui, which is a lot more powerful than what you probably have. But the idea is the same. He can confuse 100% of the time. Just have somebody who can confuse. So let's see. I think it might be Itachi's question. And yeah, just watch. Well, he should be taking down. Yeah, see, he's hitting himself and he's hitting Itachi. Dealing quite a bit of damage in the way, actually. Yeah. If I remember correctly, what I did is I just completely overpowered the Subit dungeon. Who would I recommend to use? Hashirama if you can. His tangle will definitely freeze up Itachi. Anybody who can do a lot of damage and who can't get confused or stunned. Excuse me. Somebody like Mu, somebody like Gengetsu. Yeah, just cards like that. Sorry if I couldn't really help, man. What does the Crucible of Soul do? It doesn't do anything. And no, it can't be dropped without any gold being used. But yeah, it's just used to train up your Crucibles rather fast. It gives you like 3k XP for any when you use it as experience. Luis was reading all my comments thinking like, what the fuck is he saying? I just thought it was amusing, honestly. I was like, he's probably trolling or something. Hey Luis, thank you for the suggestion to take out my Diamond Tobirama for Diamond Hinata. Brought me up to damn near 30 million CP with the boost to Hinata and Naruto the combo card. Yeah, see that's the thing. Most people, well, I think it's just because it's not a combination cards are not exactly a really a common thing right now. But the thing is that the more you boost up Hinata or Naruto, when talking about the Naruto Hinata combination card, obviously, the more you boost up Naruto and Hinata, the more the combination card gets boosted up. So if Hinata gets 100k bonus, then the combination card will get 100k bonus. And when that happens, that's really nice because if you have them on the same team, you're basically getting a 200k bonus. Okay, so part two to my question. So I can upgrade Amadara without using real life money. By the way, this game is hell of expensive. Yes, yes it is. And I don't remember part one, Musa. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Seems like everybody, yeah, well not everybody, but that's about it. I'm gonna go to sleep right now because I am so tired, and I keep on sleeping, not sleeping. But I keep on yawning. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a dislike if you don't. I'll appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new video. Oh, right before I forget, keep in mind today is the best day to recharge for that combination card. It is a triple gold recharge. So my recommendation: recharge $200 and then recharge $100 and then recharge $30, which will give you a total of $330 recharged, but it will give you 110k recharge when taking into account the triple gold recharge. You're gonna essentially get 30k worth of gold for $300. In other words, what 1k every $10, which is a really good deal if you think about it. But so yeah, that's about it for this video. Leave a like if you liked it, leave a dislike if you don't. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new video on the next event. Don't quite know what it's gonna be, but it's sure to be interesting. So yeah.